Hey guys, it is currently Sunday. Mia threw up all over the comforter this morning at like 5 a.m. So we just started off the day strong with some laundry. I had some stuff in there from yesterday that I just forgot to take out last night. So I'm going to fold that and put that away right now. And then last night while I was in bed, I was just like really reflecting on how much I enjoyed the Solidcore class that I went to yesterday. So I did go ahead and book myself for another class tonight. It is at 6:30 at night, which is that's late for me, okay? That's like really late for me, but that's okay. I need to get used to it because if I'm going to work out after work, then I need to get used to going to classes later at night, which is what I used to work out. I used to work out at night anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But I also need to get over like my quote unquote fear or dislike of working out at different times every day. I think that's something that prevents me of, Mia, why are you barking? I feel like that is a barrier for me to exercise, is that I just feel like if I don't exercise at the same time every day, I'm not giving myself a chance to recover. So I need to get that out of my head and just like be okay working out at different times, especially when it's like low impact. But then this morning, because I did wake up so early, I was just kind of chilling on the couch with the dogs and I was looking at my ClassPass app because I am still on a free trial for ClassPass. And so far I've really enjoyed my experience with ClassPass, but my gripe with it is that you can't do the same class twice. So like you can't go to the same studio 2 times with the free trial. You have to go to different studios, which I get. They're trying to like, you know, make you try different studios and whatnot, but there were 2 that I was interested in. One was called Black Box 100, but the hours of the classes just were not sustainable for me. Like I would have to go only on the weekends and it just wasn't realistic for me to try that one. So I didn't even like give that one a try. Pure Barre, that was another one that's really close to my house that I was considering trying, which I still might try that one. But I did find this other like hot yoga studio that offers sculpt classes, which is what I was trying to look for. I wanted a yoga studio that had hot yoga plus the sculpt or an active flow, like something a little bit more intense that was going to like get my heart rate up and not just be like your standard easy flow yoga class. So this yoga studio does have a sculpt class and they have it at a time that works well for me after work on Wednesdays. So I think I'm gonna try potentially doing that one on Mondays and Wednesdays, do the yoga sculpt. And then Solidcore, one of the things I absolutely love about it is that they have really early and really late classes. So I should be able to go to Solidcore like 2 to 3 times a week without any problems. That's like kind of where my head is around working out right now. And I'm just like really excited and happy that I've found, try to like talk all serious and the sun is in my eyes. I'm just really excited that I've like found a kind of routine, or I'm trying to find a routine that works well for me. And I'm happy that I personally am enjoying the workout classes because genuinely they go by so fast. Like they're like 50 minutes and they go by so fast. And I just feel like I had such a good workout by the end of it, but I don't feel completely destroyed, which is what I was basically doing to myself with weightlifting. Not that weightlifting is bad by any means. This was just my experience because of my sleep apnea and my chronic fatigue and everything going on. So that is my workout schedule for the next couple days. That was a tangent, but let's get to folding some laundry and completing some chores. It is many hours later. I have just been editing and doing some computer work for content stuff, but I did order groceries from Sam's Club this week and I wanted to show you guys everything I got. It is kind of a lot because we had to do sort of like a big grocery restock. So I do feel like this is a lot of groceries, but we're gonna eat it, so it's gonna be fine. I also like to bulk buy my meat just because I feel like we use the same meat all the time and it's just easier for me to like get it in one go and then freeze it if we don't use it right away. But yeah, just wanted to preface that before we got into all of the groceries. Okay, here's what we got. I got my Starbucks coffee beans. This is the house blend that I use in my Breville espresso maker. I got some poppies, some Bloom energy drinks. I've never tried these ones before, so hopefully they're good. Pumpkin, because I'm in my baking era for the fall. We got some Chobani yogurt. This is Greek yogurt with 0 added sugar. I have not tried these particular flavors, so I am curious to see how they taste. Got some chopped salads. These are just super easy to throw in with some frozen chicken, which is over there. Cheese, lunch meat, lots of tomatoes, grapes, celery, broccolini, cottage cheese, Brussels sprouts, potatoes, onions. These are my favorite eggs. They're the pasture-raised eggs from Sam's Club. I just feel like they're the best bang for your buck. Like, they're the cheapest pasture-raised, why can't I say that? They're the cheapest pasture-raised eggs that I've ever found. This is an 18-pack, and I think it's like $5 or $6, which is not bad. I mean, like, that's typically how much a 12-pack is at the normal grocery store. Lemons, a couple chips. We got Ruffles, and then these are the spicy queso wild chips. They're so freaking good. These are like my favorite little chocolates. We eat them at work occasionally when we have them, but they go so quickly. So these are the Hershey's Nuggets. They're fantastic. My favorite little tortillas. Sam's Club always has the best Kinder spices. Costco does too, but I feel like Sam's Club has different flavors. So this is buttery garlic and herb, pumpkin seasoning, and then I got a chicken one. Roasted chicken, because I ran out of this one. We have blueberries, tomatoes under here, cucumbers, more onions, cauliflower, bananas, more cucumbers. The meats here, I have the lunch meat, like I said, ground turkey and ground beef. This whole, there's like 3 packets in here, 97% lean, 7% fat, and it's like $20, which is the cheapest that I have personally found for that percent of lean. So really like that stuff. We have carrots. I am planning on making like a crock pot dish. Some lettuce over here. I needed some peeled garlic, so I got that. These are the best chicken nuggets you will ever have in your life. They're the Just Bare lightly breaded chicken. These are the chicken strips, and these are the chicken bites. I like to get both of them. We literally go through these in like 2 weeks when we have both bags. They're so freaking good. The bites are so good on like a salad. Amazing. Or like you can make your own McChicken wrap at home. So freaking good. Love them. And then there's also some cheese here. So we're locked and loaded. The only thing I think I need to get from Costco are strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and then the big thing of Faye Greek yogurt, and I think that's it. Oh, and a different type of energy drink. Dalton really likes the Celsiuses, so if they have the Celsiuses, which I'm pretty sure they were on sale this week, I am going to get some of those. But that's a grocery haul. This will last us a couple weeks, so we are all set. While I'm putting away the groceries, I want to try one of these Bloom energy drinks. These do have less caffeine than like a Celsius or an Alani. I believe these have like 160 or 180 milligrams. So the Celsiuses and the Alanis have 200, so it's not that far behind. But the flavors in this pack are peach mango, raspberry lemon, and strawberry watermelon. I feel like lemon. I feel like, oh look, and it's the first one on top. So we're gonna try her. I have been watching, oh my God, I almost just dropped that. I've been watching Harry Potter while I've been editing because it's something I can just have in the background and not like, you know, I don't have to pay attention to it to know what's going on. And I can just like tune in and out of it. So I'm going to continue watching Harry Potter. I'm on the second one right now, so the Chamber of Secrets, while I put away all of these groceries. And I will let you know how good this is. That's really good. I can't tell if I like this hair look. or not. It's giving something, and I don't really know what. I'm just getting ready to go to Solidcore. My face looks a wee bit greasy, so I'm just going in with the Laura Mercier powder and just like resetting my T-zone. I will be so happy when I can go to the normal Solidcore classes and I don't have to go to the training classes. Not that I don't like the training classes, I am enjoying them and I feel like they're 100% necessary and very informative and very useful. But my only gripe with it is just that the times are not the best for me, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Anyways, like I said, I'm just getting ready to go to Solidcore. I have a tank top on already under my sweatshirt, and I think I'm gonna just put on leggings. Those seem to work the best. Not leggings, I'm gonna put on biker shorts because it's hot. I desperately need to clean the top of this closet. Those are all of my shorts, and I don't know, I just have no good organization system for that. So I kind of just like fold it and throw it, and it doesn't look good. And I don't know what shorts I have up there. It's just, you know, it's a thing. But I'm going to be putting on my Collective, what is this? No, Outdoor Voices. These are the 5-inch, I think. Whoa, it just got blurry. These are the 5-inch running shorts, I think. I have these in an extra large. I'm between a large and an extra large for anything, really. But I like these because they have pockets. They're really good running shorts. If they still are available, I will link them down below. They are literally one of my favorite like spandex biker short type things. They just like stay on super nice. They don't like ride up anywhere. They don't give you a weird like camel toe situation, you know, like they're just like really solid shorts. I love them. So I'm gonna put those on, and then I think I'm gonna head there early because I have no idea what the traffic's gonna be like, and this is the place that's farther away from my house. So I do need to leave a little bit early, but that's okay. I'm gonna bring my Kindle just in case I get there really early. I'm in the middle of Ruthless Vows right now. I did finish The Invisible College this morning, and fantastic. It was amazing. It did leave on kind of like a cliffhanger, so you definitely knew there's a second book coming out, which the second book is already out, so I already know that it's out. But I would highly recommend listening to that one on audiobook. It was fantastic on audiobook, and it's also available on Kindle Unlimited with the audiobook, so that's how I listened to it this time. So good. Dark academia, magical. I would say it's almost like historical magic. Like it's definitely set in a time where there's like a carriage, you know, like it almost reminds me of like Bridgerton. It has like Bridgerton vibes with magic and fantasy and dark academia all in one. I thought it was a lot of like genres, but just trust me, it's a good one, okay? I did start Learning Curves, this book right here. It's by Rachel Lacey. This is also a Kindle Unlimited that has audiobook availability to it. So far, it is so good. It's about this woman who was a student at her college, and then she ends up going back to teach there as an art professor. And while she was in college, it hints at her having a crush on one of her professors, and then the professor is still there when she goes to work there. So it's like it's obviously going to be like a romance, but it's almost like Grumpy Sunshine. I just finished with my class. It was so great. Every single time I've gone, I've had a new instructor, and everyone has been amazing. So it is kind of interesting to see the different vibes of the different studios. Like the Milwaukee studio has a totally different vibe than the Brookfield studio. So I don't know, just an interesting side note. But I have another intro class scheduled tomorrow. And then I think after that, I am going to be good and just try a signature 50 class. I talked to the instructor at the end, and he was like, strength is not going to be a problem. It's just like how ready you are to transition from like one thing to the next. They tend to do it pretty quickly, and most of it's based off of just what they're saying. So you have to kind of be able to like listen and then do the exercise just off of what you're hearing, which I think that is challenging. Like, no matter how far along you are, sometimes that can be kind of challenging. So I think I am just going to try like a signature 50 class and go in a corner or something so I can just like watch other people do it and make sure that my form is okay. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I have just been thoroughly enjoying my time at Solidcore and just like going to classes and having that be my like accountability buddy, you know? So I never thought I would be like that. I never thought I would like feel like I was being held accountable just by a class, but I guess it totally makes sense, especially if you were in group sports as a child. Like, I was in group sports and like structured sport, team sports, basically my entire life, even in college. So I guess I do well in that environment, and I didn't know that about myself. So always exciting to discover new things about ourselves. On my way in here, I also discovered that there is an aloe store, which I didn't realize that had opened. It opened last month, I guess, and I just didn't realize it. So I looked online to see if they have a discount for physical therapists, and they do. It's 25% off. So I did apply for that before class started. It was super, super easy. So if you are a healthcare worker or anything like that, then you can apply for it. If I get approved before tomorrow, I might stop in there after my class and just see what they have to offer. All right, let's go home and get something to eat. We stopped at Trader Joe's on the way home and we got a bunch of snacks and a bunch of fall favorites. We'll do a quick little haul. Obviously, lots of popcorn. These things are freaking amazing. They're the Brookie Caramel Candy Clusters, but then they also had this other one that was Snacky Clusters, which I've never tried before, so we got some of those. Ube and pumpkin spice mini pretzels. Obviously, yes. Bagels, everything but the bagel seasoning, even though we have a giant one. Apparently Dalton wanted the Trader Joe's version. More ice cream cones because they're the best. Harissa, orzo. This was literally the entire reason I went to Trader Joe's in the first place. It's the maple butter. I've been seeing people put this in their coffee. That sounds amazing. Bread for Dalton. Mini cinnamon whisks. These are so smelly, like in the best way possible. So I got basically one for like every room. More popcorn, pumpkin and ube JoJo's. These are, again, so good. This funky looking pasta, I just liked it for the shape. The best crumpets you will ever find in America. Pumpkin butter. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be delicious. And then apple pie spread. I did not see this last year. Is this new? I don't know. Good morning, you guys. It is Monday morning, bright and early. I've been up since 5, but it is currently 6 o'clock. I just made my coffee. I'm in a little bit of like a protein ick phase right now, and most of it has to do with the texture of it and like how thick it is. So I decided to try this protein powder. It's Pro Mix unflavored. I had bought this like a long time ago, months and months and months ago, for a recipe that I wanted to add protein to, but I didn't want any flavoring in it. And this was like the brand I saw some people use like on Instagram and stuff that I follow. And it was one of the only ones I knew that was like the whey protein isolate that was unflavored. So I decided to try that and I really like it. But I had forgotten that I had it because it was behind all of my Clean Simple Eats protein powders that I normally use. So like last week I had tried that just to see if like the unflavored version would sit better with me and not give me the ick. And it did. And I was able to drink my protein coffee. It was great. So I decided to try that again today because I am just getting a little bit sick of my pumpkin spice latte. I'm not getting sick of it. I'm not getting sick of it. I'm just in a protein ick phase, okay? And my my pumpkin flavored syrup is at work. So I think I'm actually just gonna like take it back because I wanna use it at home. Anyways, that was a long tangent. I also tried for the first time today from Clean Simple Eats. This is their super greens mix. So I bought this the last time I placed a Clean Simple Eats order because I felt like I wasn't eating enough vegetables while being on a GLP-1. I'm on Zepbound. If you don't know, I have a whole series on my channel where it's the Zepbound diaries, where I'm kind of talking through every week, like my symptoms, how I've been doing, my weight loss, my progress, everything like that. So I decided to try one of the greens powders last time I placed an order, more so just because I was worried that I wasn't getting all of my nutrients and whatnot. I don't really know what these things do for you, if I'm being totally honest. I've heard mixed reviews about them being like good for you, like having no effect for you. I've heard that if you eat like a good diet and you are regularly eating your fruits and vegetables, that you don't really need to have a greens powder introduced to your diet. But I also feel like I'm not doing that. I don't know. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see if I notice a difference. I made it in my little boo cup, which I just feel like is so cute, especially because the drink is green, so it's giving extra spooky vibes. You can you can taste an undertone of like, I was gonna say dirt, but I don't feel like that's accurate, of like freshly picked greens. Should we put it that way? Like you can definitely, is there celery in this? Because I swear to God, I'm tasting celery. Apparently not, maybe, I don't know. It's definitely it has a greens taste, but I do have the flavor green apple, and I do feel like the green apple taste does help to cover it up. Like it's not bad. It's not bad by any means. It does make me feel super healthy. So maybe that will just in itself give me a placebo effect of feeling amazing. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but I forgot that I had it. I forgot that I ordered it. I remembered I ordered it this morning, and that's what prompted me to make a beverage. Today on my docket, I have my allergy shots at 9:40, and then I do have another Solidcore class at 11:30. So I do have to space out my workouts 2 hours after I get my allergy shots. Otherwise, you can have an anaphylactic reaction because it increases the probability that the allergens are going to irritate you because your blood flow is increasing, your heart rate's increasing, so it's pushing that allergen more quickly throughout your body. So I do have to wait like 2 hours, which is fine. It's gonna be great. It's at the same studio that I went to yesterday, which is right next to the Aloe. I'm still having problems getting my certification or whatever, so I'm doing it all over again. It's saying that like my information that I typed in is not matching what I sent in. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try it again and see. But if all goes well, we can go to our class. We can stop by Aloe. I will have some time in between that. I think I'm just gonna go to a coffee shop and work on some computer stuff for content work. Then when we get home, I really need to take an everything shower because I don't even wanna tell you how long it's been since I washed my hair. Probably at least 10 days. And the fact that I don't know exactly the last time I washed my hair is concerning. But anyways, I'm just gonna start journaling and write out everything I need to do for today and get my day started. I just pulled up for my Solidcore class and I realized that I didn't put deodorant on this morning. I apologize in advance to everybody. I did in fact do a little aloe haul, so I'm going to show you guys what I got. My one critique as of right now, having been someone who's never even tried or worn the clothes, is that I don't really love the color selection. It's definitely for the neutral gals, okay, of which I am clearly not. I mean, I do like my neutrals, but I love color, and that's one of the reasons I love Lululemon clothes, because I feel like all of their colors, or a lot of their colors, are in the same kind of tonal family, so they work super well together. The other thing I will critique is their size range. They only go up to a large. They have no extra large, and their large is marketed as a size 12 to 14, which is not that generous. Let me just preface that. I think they are size inclusive on the other end though. Like, they do have an extra small, I believe, but they don't have an extra large. I'm like, come on. You should probably have an extra large. Okay, anywho. I did get a large in all of the clothes, by the way. So I got these biker shorts slash what I'm going to use them for is Pilates shorts. These are the airbrush high waist 5-inch biker shorts. The material is very thick. Like, it seems like it's going to be very flattering on the body, you know, kind of like, because it's so thick and like slimming, you know what I'm talking about. And then I got another pair of biker shorts. These are ribbed, and this is the seamless ribbed favorite short. I think these are also 5-inch. And then I also got, this is basically what I went in to get, and this is what they have on the website in yellow, which if I do like this, I'm definitely going to get the yellow one. This is the airbrushed streamlined bra tank. The last thing I got are the women's pivot bar socks, Barre, B-A-R-R-E, question mark. Basically I just got these for Solidcore because they have little grippies on the bottom, so it's going to help me not slip. I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna eat some lunch. I really want an energy drink, so I'm gonna have that, and then I'll probably do my everything shower at that point.